Good YouTubing, everybody. Thanks for stopping by and checking out this review, plus checking out the channel. We really do appreciate it. What we're going to talk about is Final Fantasy VII Ring Arts Tifa Lockhart by Square Enix Products. We're going to go over the measurements, scale the figure with others, check out the appearance, look at the sculpt and the paint ops, points of articulation, look at the piece count and the accessories, pricing, talk about the pros and cons, look at the box, and where the figure was purchased. Plus, at the end of the video, we'll have those photos for you. Let's go ahead and roll this figure off the stand, and let's give her a measure to see how tall she sits. Okay, so let's go ahead and measure her up. Okay, we'll start with the centimeter side. Okay, centimeter side, she's right a little under 13.5 centimeters. Okay, let's go for the inches. On the inches, she'll be right at 5.5 inches. Okay, that's where she's at. That's where she's standing. And that's what we're working with today. Okay, so let's scale her up to give you an idea what she looks like next to other figures. Okay, we'll go with a Hasbro figure here. Mr. Tom Holland. There you go. All right, and we'll do Juggernaut from Diamond Select Toys. You can see the difference there in the size. Not really quite a 1/12 scale, I don't think, personally, but you get the idea. Okay, so let's take a look at the appearance. I'll go ahead and let you look at her, and I'll be quiet. Okay, that's enough. Okay, so let's take a look at the sculpt and the paint ops. Okay, so we'll start with the hair first. Put some lighting here. You can see the mold. Got the grooves in there. And you see the wrap on the hair. Looking at the face, you see some paint on the eyebrows. And it looks like, because of the shine, that might not be paint, that might be decals for her eyes. With that burgundy color, right? The same color as her gloves, but I think those are decals. See that shine? Those are decals on her eyes, but they still look really good. There's her earrings, gray color. Okay, and we go down to her blouse. You see this strap here with the buckles in gray. Snaps there, right? This is white paint for her blouse. Okay, looking at her elbow pad, that is some hard plastic with the gray color paint. Her arm sleeve is all painted, including this burgundy wrap around her elbow that holds the elbow pad on. That's painted as well. And her forearm is painted. Her gloves, this is some loose PVC plastic. And her gloves on her hands, all of her hands there with the gray wrap is all painted. And that's the same on both sides of the figure. Looking at her shirt to her dress, you see these right here, these snaps. That's a little bit of loose plastic, maybe some PVC. Her belt is PVC, all painted brown. Her skirt is PVC, painted brown. It's also a two-piece. There's a front piece and a back piece, right? And of course, the skin of her is a flesh color, correct? All right, we go down to her socks. Brown color, has grooves. Those are actually sculpting where her socks are. That's a sculpt. And then they painted it like socks. Looking at her iconic boots, you see the burgundy color, laces on the boots, and they also have tread on the bottom. Okay, it looks pretty good. This is a nice figure. All right, let's check out the piece count and the accessories. You can see the faceplate, the stand, and the 3 extra pair of hands. So let's check them out. Okay, so let's take a look at the accessories here. The accessories, we'll start with the stand first. There you go. You have your basic stand. It comes in pieces. This sticks in the pegs there, and you have that to wrap around her body, and you can do it for multiple poses. And it has an extra piece. All right, you got it. Nothing too crazy there. We know what that is. Okay, so let's take a look at the faceplate. The additional expression. There you go. Let's get a close-up look on that expression. If I can hold it, it's very little. There you go. All right. Big eyes, eyebrows, and you see the earrings there with the hair painted on the side. There you go. Up close. That's about as good as I'm going to get it. All right. Okay, so let's look at the hands. I think I'll keep them on this little strip here. It looks pretty good. You see the hands there, the two relaxed hands right there. Right, there you go. You have those buttons on top of her gloves, the gray wrapping, and the burgundy color wrapped around her hand, right? You see that? The two wrappings there, and you got one that's not wrapped. Just has the buttons, and these don't have the buttons on there, right? Okay, you see the hands? Pretty basic, but they are pretty detailed. No nails, no fingernails like that, no detail like that, but they do look pretty good for this figure. Okay, got it? Okay. Okay, so let's step into it. That points of articulation, that POA. Okay, so the head movement is on the peg system there, right? And then it goes on pretty decent. It's nothing really crazy, but the head movements are good. You're going to have the hair in the way, of course, but it moves around very well. It's like they designed it to move like that. You see how it's going in the circle? That's pretty good how everything goes around. Pretty nice on that. Head movements are good. Your downs are pretty nice. Your ups are okay. And you're going to have your little tilts. It's pretty decent for the figure. Also, her hair moves by the wrap there. This does move around for posing reasons. You got it. There you go. Nice there. Okay. And the arms, they're on the little ball and latch system there. You see that? And they do rotate as well. We like that. Good for posing. And her arms are on the latch system as well. The same exact latch system that's in the arms. You got it. Got the joints there. And they go about that far at the 90 degree. That's as far as you're going to get it in. You don't want to go too far with it. You might break it. And that's going to be the same on both sides. In the middle of the figure, it does rotate by the bottom of the chest. You have the rotations there. And also the body does come apart by the waist. You see that there on the peg system as well. Right? So you're going to have some good movements there, rotation-wise. Not bad on that. Okay? So her legs are on dumbbell flies. They also have some rotating areas in that area where the dumbbell flies are. So that's really good. No, not like a thigh swivel, but it does rotate like a thigh swivel. So that's pretty good. So the poses are going to be really good on this. Double joints in the knees. You got it? Really smooth too. Really, really smooth. That's a really smooth joints there. I like that. Okay? Let's go down to the feet. The feet are on. They do rotate, and they're on the latch system as well. No rocker. I wouldn't say there's no rocker, but it's on the latch there. And they do rotate all the way around. And they do have the pivot in the toe there, right? See the pivot in the toe? Got it. Okay, so the articulation is pretty good. Let's go to the hands. The hands are on the peg system there, and they do have latches as well. There's latches in the hands. That way you can do multiple poses with the hands as well. Very nice. This is a very great figure. I think it might be a little bit overpriced. It's kind of high, but the figure is great. Okay. Okay, so let's talk about the pros and cons. We'll go with the pros first. The pros is the figure looks great. I mean, it looks good. Paint scheme is great. Articulation looks good. There's nothing really wrong with the figure. Maybe the size of the figure is a little too small, but it's pretty great. And if the cons, for me, it's not enough accessories. You have a few extra hands and a faceplate. It might need additional faceplates, maybe more additional hands, especially for the price. Maybe a different hair sculpt, maybe you could put on where it hooks on at the bottom, something like that. But out of all, I'd probably give it a 4 out of 5. Yeah, 4 out of 5 stars. That's what I give it. Okay, guys, let me know what your stars are. Okay, so here's the packaging. You see the box, all white. You have kind of a grayish color here. Final Fantasy VII, Bring Arts, and the action figure in Tifa Lockhart here. Get a close-up at it. You see it. We also see the picture of the figure here, blown up, right? Let's look at the side panel. You see Final Fantasy VII, and its artwork. Number 2, Tifa Lockhart, and Bring Arts. action figure, right? Okay, on this side panel, it's the exact same thing. Final Fantasy VII, number 2, Tifa Lockhart, Bring Arts, action figure, right? And on the top panel, you're gonna have some stuff there, some warning, and you'll have the logo here, the BTS. I don't know exactly what that is, but that's the Square Enix logo saying something about the product. I've never seen that logo before. Maybe that's new or old, I'm not sure. Okay, so on the bottom, you'll have that same logo from the Square Enix product, right? And then on the back of the packaging, you'll have the artwork with the figure with some artwork in the background. You'll have some multiple poses, some of the accessories, and a lot of sayings there that you can pause, read, and we can get to talking about it. But that will do it for the packaging. Okay, so inside the packaging, you'll have some instructions letting you know how to put, I guess, the pieces together, like the stand and whatnot. You can read that. Take a look at that. It's in some language that I cannot read, but there you go. You can pause that, look at that, and check it out yourself. But you see the figure nicely tucked away inside the bubble with all of its accessories and the stand on the back with some more instructions here, okay? And that'll do it for the inside of the packaging. The pricing is at $129 plus shipping, and it looks like it's sold out here, but you can check out places like Entertainment Earth and other places that are selling it. Okay. And you guessed it, you can get it at BigBadToyStore.com. Just check out BigBadToyStore.com. So what are you waiting for? Check them out. And this brings us to the end of our video. If you found the video informational or you just simply enjoy watching, please hit the like, comment, share, and subscribe button. And as always, this has been another toy review. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.